Welcome to the All Angles podcast. We're doing a quick micro episode here because
Which for us means an hour, not an hour and a half.
shit, no, it ain't gonna be no damn hour. But we're talking about one person, and granted, we could talk for 6 hours about this guy. 10 strikeouts as a pitcher. He launched 3 balls that I'm not sure have landed. I don't care what the TV showed.
The second one definitely cleared the stadium.
He's a monster, and I remember specifically saying, and I texted this to you, do you remember when I said, is he the best two-way player of all time?
What I love right now is that we haven't even mentioned his name, and anybody watching this knows exactly who we're talking about.
And the thing is like, it's one thing if you do this in a regular season game. Like, it's impressive in any game in the season, but you do this in the divisional series.
Well, here's the stat. I mean, and this is from Just Baseball on Twitter, X, whatever, Just BB Media, Just BB _media. Entering today, and this is one of the things, and I think you would agree with this as well. You know, you and I talk all the time. We're hockey guys, but we're both baseball guys too. And there's a reason why baseball is a pastime for so many people, a passion for so many people. Because, and my dad always would say this too. You can go to a random game in the middle of a 182 game season or 162 game season, sorry, and you will in the millions, probably, I don't even know what the number is, of games that have taken place in Major League Baseball since its start, and the chances of you seeing something you've never seen before are going to happen just because of the way baseball is. So this was from yesterday. Entering today, only 12 hitters had ever hit 3 home runs in a postseason game.
We're talking about a sport that dates back pre-1900s as far as Major League Baseball as well. I'm pretty sure is
only 26 pitchers had ever recorded 10 plus strikeouts, 2 or less hits, and no runs in a postseason start. Shohei did that in one game.
Yeah, he did.
Like when you talk about things, you know, we talk about, you know, since you're right there in the mix, Ovechkin breaking Gretzky's record and about to hit 300 or 900 goals. Sorry. You talk about things, records are obviously made to be broken. We hear that all the time, but there's just certain things you look at and go, it's just not. The only person that could break it is the guy who said it at this point.
It's funny you say that about Ovechkin.
Shohei's the only guy right now I can think of who could do the same thing he just did yesterday and potentially improve upon it.
Yep. It's funny. The article's coming out with Ovechkin because he scored last night. It's like Ovechkin now holds the record for goals that was previously held by Alexander Ovechkin. So like the funny articles are coming out.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing is right now, he's the only one we could think of. But with that performance last night, how many kids are now like, I want to do this? You know, this is where it sparks the inspiration. This is the kind of stuff and records breaking and once in a lifetime moments are the best things to happen to whatever sport you're watching.
It's just, I mean, I don't know, you know, like another site here said, it's called the Hater Report. Great name, by the way. Says this is not a real person. Like I even saw, oh, this is a good one too. There's so many things we're going to be able to talk about on this. And I've got probably 2 or 3 more here, but someone said, you know, Shohei Ohtani's 10-year, $700 million contract is enormous.
Mm-hmm.
But according to sources, and who knows who those sources are, but I truly would believe this, the Dodgers made back the entirety of the contract in Ohtani's first season in tickets, marketing deals in Japan / global merchandise. Like they've already made that money back.
That's how you know you got good investors and money people in your front office.
It's just it's unbelievable. There's a national baseball reporter for the Washington Post named Chelsea Janes, Janes. And I'm just going to read, well, for sure the first paragraph of her story after last night. Probably could read more, but just the first paragraph, and it just kind of sums it all up. This is Beethoven at a piano. This is Shakespeare with a quill. This is Michael Jordan in the finals. This is Tiger Woods in Sunday Red.
Yeah. It really is.
It's all of it.
That's brilliant, and it really is. It's unbelievable. Like I have it up on my iPad over here. Just I'm watching it, the replays as they continue. I've seen it 100 times already, and it's no less impressive. And it's an unbelievable thing. And for me, I love it because Dodger Stadium, it's everybody knows I'm a Yankee fan, which is it's a weird place to be these days. But Dodger Stadium was the very first major league ballpark I ever went to when I was a kid, and I visited my dad. He took me to Dodger Stadium, and that place, that's another one of those places where if you haven't been, it should be a bucket list place. It's an old ballpark, but it's a great ballpark. And in the summers can be kind of merciless in Los Angeles out there. But I mean, to see Shohei, and my favorite thing about this is you look at the Dodgers right now, everyone's like, oh, well, this is why you need to bring back salary cap. The Red Sox didn't want to pay Mookie. The Angels didn't want to pay Shohei. And I think they got a couple other guys that are there because other teams didn't want to pay them. And granted, things can get out of control if you're in a big market and you have those big dollars. But this is the result. Now, on the flip side, you got teams like Seattle and Toronto, which are not historically powerhouses, that are just duking it out right now. And Milwaukee, for crying out loud, that's as far in. Like, those kind of things are great for baseball in those specific markets, especially. But what's happening with Shohei? Like, we talked about him before. I can't remember how long ago it was. I was going to pull up the clip, but he's a guy you can't stop talking about. And I mean, can you imagine if, like, Babe Ruth was the last really well-known player to have a bat and a pitching arm? Can you imagine if he saw this? And didn't Shohei steal like 50 bases this year?
Probably.
He can run.
Yeah, and you mentioned, and I'm one of those that doesn't get into trying to compare eras. So,
well, I mean, it's so different.
The obvious one that right now people are going to want to talk about is Babe Ruth because he was a prolific hitter and a prolific pitcher. But somewhere around the point, too, the obvious one, for one, Babe Ruth was doing it while pounding drinks constantly and eating he was a fat bastard. Let's just put it out there.
He wasn't the epitome of health.
Shohei's doing this against the best to have ever played the game as a whole.
Yeah.
The guy, because, you have the fitness, the nutrition, you have everything, all the sports science, everything involved now to make the people playing the game right now the best. And that goes for any sport, really. These are the best that have ever played the game as a whole.
They're not popping darts in between plays. And
No. They're doing it. And you see it just by, as I'm scrolling still on Twitter here, and, the best to ever do it in baseball, the best to ever do it in any other sport, saying we are witnessing something we'll never see again.
Yeah, we really
Gary
are.
Sheffield saying, seems obvious, but Shohei Ohtani is definitely the best anyone's ever been at baseball. It's Gary Sheffield. He was unbelievable.
He's in the list.
Yeah, he is in the list. I mean, J.J. Watt had something to say. Magic Johnson talking about it. I mean, Magic Johnson's a partial owner of the Dodgers and just talked about, all that. It's just the number of people. Mark Teixeira, former Ranger, former Yankee, everything. He's all these unbelievable athletes that at the time were the best who had ever done it, now saying, this is it. This is the best we've ever seen. And it's not just because of one game. He's been doing it for a while, but that one game just took it to a whole other level. And like I said, that second, they're either moving that much or he's still throwing 100 miles an hour too.
Both, probably.
You watch the highlights and he was throwing nasty breaking pitches, nasty changeups, and then throwing just absolute 100-mile-an-hour gas.
His breaking pitch just falls straight off the table. It's an unbelievable throw.
I mean, just the way he started the game. Walks the first batter.
Yep.
Then strikes out 3 in a row. And then he leads off the bottom of the first with a bomb.
Yep.
I mean, he was 3 for 3 with a walk. And because of where he was kind of falling in the lineup every time he showed up, they were all solo home runs. It's not his fault.
Stop pitching to him.
Like, what are you doing, man? But I guess they figure if there's no one on base, it's only 1 run.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean,
I don't know.
You thought in the second inning, because he walked in the second inning, or second at bat, I should say.
Second at bat, yeah.
He walked, and you would think they're like, okay, maybe we shouldn't screw around with him today. And then, like you said, that second home run is still floating around in the atmosphere somewhere.
Dude, that thing, I've watched it many times now, and I had to watch it multiple times to figure out where it ended up.
Yeah. And
I'm waiting, as always, you're waiting for the crowd to bunch together to try and catch it, and they're all just kind of going like,
the crowd's like,
it's still going. And then you finally see it like in the background behind everything coming down.
when you're looking at the crowd in the outfield and they can't even really cheer right now because they're in awe that the ball is still 100 feet over their head and rising.
How about the video of his teammate,
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman? I mean, Freddie Freeman on the bench is literally like this.
It's unbelievable.
The guys in the dugout were hilarious. If we don't post the video of the guys in the dugout, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The one guy.
It's an exciting thing to watch, man. Like
fun.
again, you and I are baseball people. You have to be a special character to watch baseball. A lot of people criticize it. We used to sit around and watch it all the time.
Yeah, and I'm far from a Dodgers fan like you. I mean, look at me. Jeez,
Yeah,
I'm
that's right.
You're Rangers today.
You're full decked out, and like the Dodgers, I could arguably say are my National League team just because it's the first place I went to a Major League Baseball game.
Like me with Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, and then like I love the Mariners because like I used to go to Mariners games with my dad when he moved to Seattle, and I used to go to games at the old Kingdome back in the Ken Griffey Jr. days, and it's like I love these teams, but it's just like this has nothing to do with me just being a fan of the Dodgers. This is me being a fan of sports.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sitting here. There it is. That's what I was looking for. As the final. I mean, it's crazy to say the final home run, meaning there was many.
Right.
I get a message last night from you guys heard me talk about it a few times. One of my oldest friends, Brian, back in Texas, another huge Rangers fan like me. He sends me a message. It's got a picture, and I'm looking at this video right now. He says, "My brother-in-law with the gigantic head." I'm like, "What is he talking about?" Then I see a picture. His brother-in-law. If you go to the final home run right before the pitch, there's a guy obviously in a Dodgers jersey, but right behind him, a guy in a black polo holding a phone up. That's Brian's brother-in-law.
That's hilarious.
3 rows behind home plate, watching history be made. And I got to be honest, I didn't think that guy was really a sports guy.
What do you know?
Not that I've, fully met him yet. Just kind of.
What do you know?
But yeah, he had pretty good seats for history.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't cheap. And I said earlier the divisional series is the champion. It was the NLCS.
The LCS, yeah. LCS.
Oh, which one is this one? Okay, that's his first home run. I have the things pulled up here.
Well, either way, there's a guy in a black polo 3 rows back, kind of back behind the Marlins guy, which, by the way, can we just not anymore with the Marlins guy?
I don't know about the Marlins guy.
You haven't seen this for the last many years?
No.
At Dodger Stadium? Just go look behind home plate. There's people wearing Marlins uniforms, and they're there every time. The orange Marlins uniforms.
Oh, God. Even worse.
They're always there.
I think we talked about this once when there's people in the crowd and they're wearing like bright yellow or bright green. It's just like, ugh.
Well, and I just don't. I'm not a fan. I'll go to whether it's around here. I'll go up to a St. Louis Blues game or go to something, and somebody's wearing. The Blues are playing. What was the last one I went to? Blues were playing the Kings, and someone's walking around wearing. I think it was like a Buffalo jersey. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man. Don't
people
be that.
Do that. Like last night at the game, we had a bunch of people. There's like people wearing Rangers jerseys, a couple Bruins jerseys.
Like, don't be that guy. It's like from the movie PCU. You're wearing the shirt of the band you're going to see.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
By the way, home run number 2 is 469 feet.
All that. The funny part is home run number 3 might have been longer just because it was dead center field and he golfed it out there. But yeah,
it says only 427. I say only 427. By the way, that is the dumbest thing I'll say. Look at these exit velocities, though. The first 2 home runs, 116.5, 116.9 miles per hour exit velocity. That means the ball is leaving much faster than it's reaching them. Yeah. And then the third one was 113 miles per hour exit velocity.
The one that went to dead center field.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only 427 feet.
Yeah. No, I think it's just, I think we all need to be, you and I grew up in the kind of the steroid era. That was when we were watching baseball.
Sosa, McGuire, and
yeah. And one of my baseball heroes who ended up being one of those, Rafael Palmeiro, longtime Texas Ranger. And, we got to see all that and we celebrated it, but we all kind of knew in the back of our head something was a little off when both those guys started out as skinny little runts and became bodybuilders.
Do you ever remember the old videos of McGuire and the A's?
Oh, him and Sosa. Sosa, he was a little bitty dude. I mean, he was with the Rangers as a rookie, and he was just skinny little runt. But no, and then you just knew something. But just I hope everybody can embrace this. You know, even non-Dodger fans like us can just appreciate how special that dude is. And if I'm an Angels fan, I'm just going to appreciate how fucking stupid my ownership is.
I mean, yeah, well, that Boston, and I can't remember. There was one other team that gave
The Rangers were in on it for a bit. Even before you made it to Major League Baseball, they were one of the teams that had to pay, because you know about this. They pay the Japanese leagues to even be able to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rangers were in on that. They're in on most of these, and I'm sure a lot of teams are. But I knew, just being a Ranger fan, they were kind of in on this. In fact, they were pretty close. But yeah, it came down to the Angels, which I always thought at the time was a little odd. But hey, whatever.
It's a crazy thing, and honestly, it makes it exciting to watch the game for sure. So
it makes me tune in, and my team's not even in it, but I want to, like a lot of people, you want to tune in just to see what that dude's going to do next.
I didn't even watch any of the Yankee games.
We haven't even talked about the fact that he's a great fielder too.
I mean, he's an all-around. He's a baseball player.
He is the best all-around player that's ever walked this.
Yeah. I think I kind of did him an injustice when I say two-way player.
Yeah.
When he's just.
He is the definition in baseball. For those who haven't heard this before, he is the very definition of a five-tool player.
Yeah.
He may even have 6 or 7 other tools we haven't even heard of.
I was about to say he has tools that are not quite known in sports.
Yeah, he created new tools. Yeah, he is the definition of a five-tool player. And he's a monster. The guy's huge. I don't think people appreciate that when you see him on TV, because everybody else is pretty big. He's huge.
I didn't realize how big he was until we talked about it on that episode with the guy that kept mocking him and came up to him, the San Diego Padres fan, and came up to him and started like talking to him. And he was just towering over him, and he's like, "Why is he so big?"
It says he's 6'3". Where's the weight? I mean, he's got to be. I don't know. He says he's 6'3".
That's hard to believe, because look at all the guys in the NHL that are 6'3".
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Here it is right here. Okay, maybe not. What is it with MLB.com not showing that kind of stuff? I guess they don't care at that point, huh?
Not to mention MLB.com is too busy just making sure you see all the advertisements.
That too. Here, just make it 6'3", 209. All that does is make me feeling worse about myself, because I'm, on a good day, 6 foot. I slouch these days, so I'm not even. I used to be 6'1". I'm not even that anymore. But I'm 260 pounds. You get
to say 6 foot something.
He is 51 pounds lighter than me, and is an Adonis.
That's the thing. I mean,
at least 3 inches taller than me, and 51 pounds lighter. Now I don't like him anymore.
Ban him from sports.
And the last part of this for me is, by all accounts, just the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet.
Did you see? I can't remember what team they were playing against, but they had to bring somebody in to relieve, and they didn't have any relievers left, so they brought in like a random fielder, and he was pitching like 45 miles an hour to him and struck him out, and they all just started laughing.
Yeah.
Like, he laughed, and Ohtani was laughing. It's like.
Well, then you see like the reverence he has for previous Japanese players before him.
Well, Ichiro is the hero.
When he saw Ichiro, like, he was trying to chase him around just so he could bow to him, and Ichiro was having a fun time with it. He just wanted to literally bow to Ichiro.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, everybody should bow to Ichiro.
Yeah, everybody should be bowing.
But
speaking of another super nice guy.
Yeah, I mean,
an unbelievable talent.
He was unbelievable. You know what's crazy is, like, I feel like it wasn't even that long ago when he retired, but it was a bit of time.
And it's been a while. And by the way, he actually pitched a couple times in one of those games where they needed a fielder to pitch. Had gas.
Did he?
Like, he could throw it. Well, you see all the BBs he would throw from right field.
That's true.
He could chuck it.
I still think one of the best throws I've seen from the outfield. Two of them, but they were almost identical. Bo Jackson and Albert Pujols, when they were like deep and right, and they just threw like a perfect strike in the home to get a guy out. Like, and you watch that thing coming in there at least at 100 miles an hour. And that ball is just, I mean, can you imagine just being the catcher and just hearing the fizz, watching it from 400 feet away?
Yeah, but you look at those two and you expect it. They're big brutes of men. You think
Pujols is a monster.
you look at Ichiro, he's what, 5'10", a $175 on a good day probably, and
Yeah.
he's throwing absolute missiles,
Yeah.
piss missiles from right field.
It's funny you just say piss missile. I'm pretty sure it was around the Ichiro time where the term piss missile started. And that's one of my favorite terms.
Let's see. Ichiro is 5'11", 170. I was pretty damn close.
You were literally off by an inch and 5 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. But this is just the micro episode we wanted to do because me and Cookie, we just started the day off talking about Ohtani.
Yeah, we had to say something. Yeah.
We had to do something, but tune in on Friday for our full sports episode. We're not going to reveal what it is. And why is that, Cookie?
We don't know.
I was hoping you were going to lie to
I
everybody.
won't still be wearing this, though. I did that just for this little micro.
As a microaggression, if anything.
Yeah, after the season we had, it damn sure is.
You guys need massive aggressions.
Yeah, hopefully Skip Schumacher can get things righted here. Nothing.
Yeah.
Bruce Bochy was great, brought us first World Series, so never will complain, say anything bad about Bruce, but it was time. I'm ready for Skip.
Yep. But drop it in the comments. Let us know who you think's going to win the World Series here. Let us know. Be one of those people and talk crap about
Who do you
Shohei.
think? Who do you think?
I think the Dodgers are going to win.
Okay, let me ask it this way: who do you think, but who do you want?
I think Dodgers wanted Seattle.
I'm right there, exactly the same. I'm so on Seattle's bandwagon right now.
Dude,
For
Raleigh,
so many-
Kel Raleigh's just starting a cult.
Yeah, I'm just for so many reasons, and that Grand Slam was just ridiculous. And the video from the crowd when that happened was just epic.
And taking down Toronto is a massive task.
Yeah.
So,
How about Scherzer? I know we're done, but how about Scherzer the other day?
How many more former Nationals are you going to talk about?
That shit crazy, but he's also another good dude.
He is absolutely insane.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Former Ranger too, by the way.
Of course, we got to bring. There it is. That's the whole reason we're still everybody. Like,
Hey, I'm just glad we got a World Series because we were known for years as basically being everybody else's farm team, so someone could go somewhere else and win a World Series.
Hey,
I'm glad we got ours.
Hey, listen, man. You guys had Nolan Ryan, the most legendary pitcher in my opinion.
Didn't win a World Series then.
Nope. But still, he beat
We had
crap out
Alex
of Robert
Rodriguez.
Ventura.
We had Alex Rodriguez didn't win a World Series then.
Yeah. You know what? This is just going to.
We also had Oda B. McDowell. Look it up.
You just glitched on my screen. Who'd you say?
Oda B. McDowell.
I'm gonna have
You
to
thought that
look
was a
up.
glitch. You thought that was a glitch. That was not a glitch. That's
I totally thought it was a glitch.